This season on Hockey Wives.
Go, go, go!
Go! Chris just won the Stanley Cup. Over the summer, my career just boomed.
I lifted the World Cup. I look like a f***ing moron.
Два хлеба, да, спасибо.
Good thing you're not trying to impress me.
I stopped that a long time ago.
I never anticipated being pregnant and being apart from my husband.
Rate yourself out of 100 the last 10 games.
Definitely higher than 80.
Oh, I put you under 80.
You could say unofficial manager. Jamie has been in Austria for 5 years now.
Hey, you kiddos gotta get to bed.
Good night, Dad. Good night, Dad.
My life as a single parent is very tough.
Just barely keeping my head above water.
You're, like, clueless.
Why are you attacking me this morning? What did I do to you?
Not knowing what's gonna happen with Brandon's career is putting stress on our relationship. He's just using me as his friendship bag.
She's mad because I'm planning to be induced so John can be there for the birth. It's hard for my family to understand the hockey life. It feels like I'm being judged.
How's your body doing?
Not good. I'm pretty banged up, so.
The only thing that matters to me is to have my husband back in one piece.
We've tried having kids. It didn't work for us. One miscarriage and then another one. Mark did not handle it so good. It's his first fail in his life. I think it's important for the legacy to live on.
Tomorrow, it's my appointment for the pregnancy. You won't be there?
No. We have practice.
We're so alone in this world of hockey.
There's times that I feel like scared that I'm not like doing a good enough job or that I just like want to give up.
Well, you just want me to shut her down?
The last thing I want is lose us over our careers. We're not a couple anymore.
If I'm gonna be spending my life with this guy, things has to change.
Voici Marie-Pierre Morin.
When I started doing TV 10 years ago, I kept saying that one day I would have my talk show, and everybody was like, is she high? Like, she's never, ever gonna get a talk show. And 10 years later, someone was crazy enough to give me one. I'm Marie-Pierre Morin. I'm a TV host, and I'm engaged to Brandon Prost. We met when he was playing for the New York Rangers. And he's been in the NHL for the last 10 years. Right now, he doesn't have a contract, and he's currently a free agent. I've been with Brandon for 6 years now. After getting engaged in Italy, we just had this perfect life, both being in Montreal, me working, him playing for the Canadiens, and all of a sudden he gets traded. We went downhill, basically to hell, because then he gets traded to Vancouver, got injured in October, never really recovered, got sent down to the minors, and we had no idea what the future was holding for us. Over the summer, my career just boom. I signed for The Voice Kids and my own talk show. We signed with Revlon, and that feels good. Brennan has been going through a rough summer, so every time I had like 2 days off, I fly back and forth from Montreal to London to see him. We were hoping he would get signed by July 1st. It did not happen. I've been texting him and calling him and FaceTiming him. I'm really doing my best to support him.
We're delayed about an hour.
Still?
Well, we're going off at noon. That's what the plan is.
Presti for Kids is Brandon's golf tournament charity event. The money goes to different programs, but the main one is kids kicking cancer in the London hospital. Brendan has put so much effort into this golf tournament, and if it doesn't stop raining, it might end up in a catastrophe. This has to happen, like for him, because he needs a huge confidence boost.
What's up? Thanks for coming, buddy.
I think that for Brendan right now, it felt so good for him to see all these guys come to London and be there for him.
Maintenance just went out there. It's soaked. Hopefully it's not too much longer.
Despite the fact that he still doesn't have a contract, people still have a lot of respect for him.
Looks like it's clearing up now. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, our host, your friend, Mr. Brandon Prost.
Just want to say thanks to everybody for being here. The NHL guys have busy schedules. You know, it means a lot for you guys to come out here and do this for me and for all of us. So everyone just have a good day, and sorry about the delay.
Enjoy your day, and thank you all. Cheers.
Cheers.
I want to golf. Like, I'm a bigger celebrity than Drew Doughty. Like, who's this guy? My role on the golf course, it's serving drinks. I like that I look like I have a drinking problem. Are you ready for a drink?
Yes, of course.
Okay, there's one for you. It's gonna be 1 billion degrees. I wanna go in the water.
I dare you.
How much money you give me?
Give me $100.
$100? You know what I think I'm
For the
gonna
charity,
do?
for the charity.
Okay, listen to me. I think I'm gonna collect every guy that comes on the hole, and at the end of the day, I'm just gonna like run and dive in.
I think it's a great idea.
So everybody has been chipping in like 100.
Okay.
Even Dowdy, who's almost as cheap as you are. Perfect.
Okay.
That's gonna go a great deal.
You're not going in that water. You smell like shit.
It's for the kids, baby. I get annoyed by how he talks to me, but after everything that happened over the summer and last year, I can't be adding another layer of shit by fighting.
You're not welcome to my dinner after if you go swimming. That will stay on you for 2 weeks.
I just have to like support him and be with him.
And they're snapping turtles.
Why do you always have to ruin everything?
The Pittsburgh Penguins are your 2016 Stanley Cup champions.
When we look back at this and they start writing about it, if they start writing about it, it will be the Letang goal.
Chris won the Stanley Cup like a week ago, so we had a crazy week with parties and the parade and stuff like that. I look so tired right now. Are we gonna be able to cover it all? Here in Quebec, hockey is really big. It's like a religion. After he won the cup, they were really excited to have Chris on the French version of the show, Deal or No Deal. I was like so excited for him. I'm Catherine Laflamme. I'm married to Chris Letang from the Pittsburgh Penguins, and we have a son, Alexander. He's 3 years old. For a defenseman, Chris is one of the best in the NHL, but I don't know much about hockey. Like for us, it's a rule in the house. We don't talk about hockey. We met in high school, and we became like really good friends, but we took a different way. And he asked me to get married 2 years ago. Chris fell on the floor. He didn't want to go to the ER. To me, like when you go face down at 26 years old, you need to go to the emergency room. We had news from the doctors a couple hours later. He had a stroke. You don't expect to wake up one morning and go through a situation like that. It's scary. When Chris had the news, he told me like in 10 weeks, I'll be back to the game, and he did it.
Snapshot.
To watch the game, it's always like, oh gosh, I hope he's okay. It's always stressful, and I think it's always gonna be stressful, yeah. For 2 years, I was focused on Chris's health and Alex, so it was really important for me to start something. Since I'm obsessed with kids' fashion, I decided to start a clothing line. I want to show you the temporary webpage. This is it. I love it. I love it too. It's so.
Oh my God.
I'm really happy. So it's going to be online at first, and if everything goes well, we would like to be able to distribute in clothing stores.
In boutique.
Yeah, so probably like beginning of December, everything's going to be ready to go out. I'm starting a kids' clothing line with Marc-André Fleury's wife, Veronique Fleury. Our husbands are playing together since a long time, so we met when we were in Pittsburgh. Veronica left this week, so we're just gonna review everything before I head to Pittsburgh for the season. For the baby girl, we're gonna have like the chic one, and we're gonna have like the really playtime one. When I started to date Chris, I was working on my pre-med, but when I moved to Pittsburgh, I had to leave school. You do a lot of sacrifices to be with a hockey player. So this is kind of my time to myself when I'm working. This summer was crazy. They won the Stanley Cup. It was so excited. That was like a really short summer. And with all the work we had to do this summer.
So sad. They should have not won.
Don't say that to Chris. So the rest we're gonna work from Pittsburgh, but for the fitting I need to be here. So I'm gonna fly back.
In like 1 month or?
Let's say 1 month. To me, the challenge is gonna be to split myself between Pittsburgh and Montreal. We just wanna keep things moving. I don't have a background in this, like I have a background in the medical field, so I had to learn everything.
It's a lot, huh?
Yeah.
me the towel.
I've been waiting for this moment, wanna dive right in.
Mark was devastated when he lost the Stanley Cup Finals.
You scared her.
All he could think about was going home to see the girls, our dogs, because he says they don't care. They don't care whether I win or lose. They're just happy to see me.
Reese, look who's coming.
Feels good to have the stress off and just get back to just being with Mark. Not Mark the hockey player, but Mark, my guy, you know? I'm Martine Auclair, but I proudly go by Martine Vlasic. I'm married to Mark Edward Vlasic, defenseman for the San Jose Sharks. Mark and I have been together 12 years. I met Mark when he played juniors back home in Quebec. He was underage, but he still came with us to the bar. We are a true hockey partnership. He wants me to be involved in his career, and I love that because I've loved hockey my whole life. I loved hockey before Mark. Make sure my Crosby jersey is safe.
It'll be at the bottom of the pile.
We have 3 kids, Kelly, Nikki, and Macy. The Vlasic girls, everyone knows them. People think we're extreme with our dogs. We do fly our dogs on a private jet. We built the pool around them too. We love them more than anything, exactly like parents of humans. I don't know life without dogs, just like I don't know life without hockey. We always come back to Quebec because it's home, before it's back to business in San Jose for the season.
Peanut butter and Nutella.
Peanut butter, please. It's been a while since you made breakfast or cooked me a meal.
I never make you breakfast. This is as good as it gets.
Sounds crazy to some people, but we do consider that we do have our own little family, and Mark is a dog dad, yeah.
C'est ta carte. A squirrel.
He takes care of them every day, and he puts their needs before his. So he deserves a little thank you for being the dad of our little family.
You're the best snuggle partner ever. We woof you. Thank you. It's from you.
Whenever you want to open your gifts.
I have no idea what it is. Oh, a Nerf gun. Thank you.
Easy shopping. What would an 8-year-old boy like?
Has a stand and everything. So I can just lay in the weeds and wait for somebody to pop up.
I know, but if you get my dad when they come over?
I will.
But that's how you're gonna thank my dad for everything he does for you?
No.
By shooting him?
I'm gonna say if you wanna have a burger, I get to shoot you.
Good. Are you happy to be back?
Yes, but it feels kind of weird.
Why?
What was it, like 5 days ago we were in San Jose for 8 months, and now we're back here.
It was San Jose's first time in the finals. You're so close, but it just slips out of your hands. It's like gut-wrenching, but I'm there for him, win or lose.
But it's just good to be home.
Joyeux fête des pères.
Merci bien.
Puis il s'en va.
Mark is a goofy guy. Deadly serious on the ice and super goofy at home.
He had his hands up and everything.
Oh my gosh. Where's his mom?
If Austin or Carter got hurt and I wasn't there, I would be in a complete panic.
We have to all check in together.
Why?
When he has important things, I'm always there.
I don't want to leave. You know.
Okay, no, it's fine. He's such an idiot.
Hey, how are you today? Good. Thank you for bringing Austin. I appreciate it so much.
My name is Erica Lundmark. I'm married to Jamie Lundmark, who plays for the KAC in Austria. Jamie has been playing professional hockey since he was 18 years old. He was a first-round draft pick for the New York Rangers. He got traded to the Phoenix Coyotes, Calgary Flames, the LA Kings, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he has been in Austria for 5 years now. We have 3 children, Austin, Carter, and Chloe.
I love bringing you guys to work with me, even though my job's not as cool as Daddy's.
I have been in real estate for 6 years now.
The master is absolutely stunning.
I now have a team of 7 and we sell millions of dollars of real estate a year. I first met Jamie in the restaurant that I was working at in New York. I had no interest in hockey, but I fell in love with him. I decided 13 years ago that I was gonna be in this with him. When he first went to Austria, the kids were getting to the age where they were starting school, and for us it didn't make sense to move because we didn't know how long he was going to be there. I think that as they're getting older, it's actually easier for them to understand Daddy's not away because he wants to be away. It is his job.
Oh, there he is. Austin!
Jamie's season starts early, so he's already in Austria.
Dad really wants to say hi before you get on the ice, okay?
Hey, Dad.
Hey, buddy. How are you? You dressed?
Yeah, I'm dressed.
Who tied your skates?
The coach did.
I think it's really difficult for Jamie not to be the one that's there to tie his skates and to tape his stick. So he tries to be involved as much as he possibly can.
You said that you found that you can watch his games like from where you are, and you don't know if this rink has those cameras.
They put cameras here. Mom, look, it's right there.
I'll look into it.
Okay.
Now Jamie's even able to sometimes watch the games online. That's his baby, so.
All right, buddy. Have a good game. Have fun.
Yeah, I love you.
Love you too. I'll talk to you in the morning. Have a good game.
Bye.
Hey, bye, honey.
All right. Go, Austin! Go, Austin! Go, go, go!
It's a breakaway.
Come on. Come on. No, he's doing this. Good job for Lisa, right? Good job, Austin!
Jamie saw it too. Look, Jamie's watching from Austria. This live rink feed thing is so cool.
I saw it.
I saw it. He's probably in tears.
I think that Jamie is probably beaming ear to ear. I wish I could see his face. It was his first goal of the season, and it was really important to Austin to get this goal. And the fact that Jamie was able to watch online was so huge for all of us.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Like, where's his mom? That's all I can worry about. Like, dude, where's his mother? Or like, what if she wasn't here? Like, missed the game? That would be my biggest fear.
If Austin and Carter got hurt and I wasn't there, I would be in a complete panic, you know, because I can't physically be in 3 places at once. There are times that I have to work and I have to miss hockey games and things.
It makes me want to start crying.
My clients need me, my kids need me, but as an entrepreneur, there isn't anybody else that's going to do the work. So that's very difficult.
It's absolutely impossible to be in 2 places at once. Yeah.
What makes you nervous?
No, I'm not really nervous. Just the check. I'm more excited about it.
I think Brennan needed me this summer more than ever before to support him and be with him because he's worrying about his career and getting a contract, but I had to work. So there was tense moments.
Thanks. Kind of been looking forward to this presentation. We have a small group of people, but we, you know, we do such amazing things to help kids. It's so special, and we can't thank you enough for all your generosity. Everybody's so generous, and I see Brittany with that check right now, and I'm really getting antsy to see exactly what we raised. So let's turn this thing around. Oh. Wow.
I'm just so proud of him. You can fight and have differences in your relationship, but it's in those moments that you realize that there's so much hope.
Hey, and if anybody wants to see MP jump in the pond, she raised $2,500 today. She said she was gonna jump in the pond, so she's going in right now.
I'm gonna do it. Me and my great ideas.
MP's jumping in the pond. MP's jumping in the pond.
Hey, watch out though. I hear the snapping turtles are very active.
3, 2, 1.
What's that rippling? Almost here. I think it's something.
How do you feel?
325,000. It's crazy.
People are so generous.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you guys are doing, putting this together. I think this tournament happened at the moment we needed it the most. Seeing him do all of this with his head high up, so inspiring. And I feel that now anything can happen.
Oh, you stink.
No! I'm bringing you with me.
Do you know what dress you're wearing?
Yellow dress I barely fit in.
We're gonna celebrate Mark's 10 years in the NHL, which is a big milestone. So I've organized this big surprise party.
It's gonna be nice to have our nails and toes done.
Very happy to be back in Quebec City. That's where everyone is for us, our family, our friends, our house. So it's gonna be a fun night.
Wow, your wedding was already like 6 years ago almost.
Yeah, 6 years. Dated 5 years, got married 6 years ago. First time I spoke to you about Mark, you guys were telling me not to date him.
Yeah.
Murray's been my friend, I'm gonna say 16, 17 years.
No one liked Mark.
Well, because he wasn't like saying anything to us when we saw him.
I love her like a sister.
And plus, he was younger than us, so. Well, he still is.
Yeah, he still is. That doesn't change.
Yeah. When you first saw him, you just like instantly knew.
I loved him right away. How
really?
weird is that? Yep.
Oh, that's cute.
When I met Mark, we were young. Like, he was 17. I'm 2 years older, I was 19.
I found pictures of Mark as a baby.
Was he cute?
Well, you know what? Before I thought he wasn't, and that picture was cute, so there's hope.
Oh, okay.
You know?
There's hope. When's gonna be your turn? You waiting for the Stanley Cup before?
I know, right? I told Mark, I said, if ever I get pregnant this spring, we have to name it Stanley. Yeah, it's just not happening still, but yet. Been trying for a while. It has to work eventually, right?
Have you like done any procedures or you?
I'm not ready to cross the line and think we can't do it on our own. Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, but
yeah.
I just, it's gonna happen.
Definitely will.
I think it's getting to the point where I think people think we hate kids or something.
No, I don't think they think that. It's just...
No, but they start judging because you're not having one. But it's not that you don't want to have it, you just can't.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Would you be open to adoption?
I don't know. Like, I need a kid with the hockey genes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so, like...
Hello, Mark.
I think it's important for the legacy to live on, the Vlasic legacy. I just think like if we don't have kids, it'll be such a waste of talent.
What a shit show.
I'm stressed enough with my speech. I don't need to deal with your attitude.
I was able to get Lauren and Dale Weiss a lease term just for the season with the option to extend if the Flyers make the playoffs.
That's perfect.
Dale and Lauren Weiss are a hockey family. Dale recently signed with the Philadelphia Flyers.
So you ready for the season?
Yeah, it was good. We started yesterday actually on the ice, so it was good finally.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been here 2 weeks, just kind of like informal scrimmages. We're ready to just start playing, so.
We brought you a little gift basket. One for her, and this one is for you.
They're in a new city for the first time. So one of the most satisfying parts of my job is to just check on them and make sure that they were comfortable and happy in their new place that we got them.
I created this for all the girls, a list of places that, you know, if you need a decorator, a painter, hair salons, like, I even include some places in New York because it's close.
See, that's so cool. I've never been to New York.
We used to play there, and I lived there for a long time. And then when we got married, we bought our first house in Westchester, New York.
Okay, yeah.
And then he got traded before we moved in.
Standard. Very standard. Yeah.
So I moved into our first house alone, and
wow.
And that's why I found my passion for, you know, real estate. When I first started in real estate, I thought to myself, I have to figure out a niche. Nobody knows what it's like to move as an athlete family better than me.
Sure.
High five. That's
Good job, Eddie.
He's so cute.
I don't know what we would have done without you, seriously.
Thank you.
I was freaking out.
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
I've been there for 13 years. I know exactly how scary it is. You're going from Canada to a new country and a new city, and you don't know where you're going, what you're doing, and you have these little kids. I thought about you through the whole thing. It's a lot of stress. Hearing Lauren say that she couldn't have made the move without me is exactly why
I do what I do for a living. I want to be able to make their life a little bit easier than it was for me when we were in the NHL and moving around. Thank you, guys.
Have you seen all the billboards?
Oui.
In Quebec City as well?
She hosting a talk show. Can you believe it?
And you were crazy enough to produce it.
Yeah.
Eric Salvaille is probably one of the biggest stars we have in Quebec right now, and he's also the producer of my own talk show, Marie-Pierre. Is the network happy with the new show?
Yes.
They are? When are we gonna know if there's gonna be a second season?
We have just only one show.
For the time frame, I need to know. I have to start practicing to, like, make cute babies.
What?
That's the producer's face. What? No, I don't want to get pregnant. I was joking. I don't even think that a little girl that grew up in the Rivière-du-Loup would have ever imagined the life that I have today. I'm still in shock, actually. But this business is just like hockey. It's so unpredictable, and I just want to make the best out of any opportunities that I get.
Hey, on vous souhaite la bienvenue dans notre émission Eric et les Fantastiques, diffusée partout au Québec.
Même à Québec!
J'avais un sujet tellement intéressant, parce que j'aurais aimé vous entendre là-dessus.
C'est quoi?
Marie-Pierre, est-ce que tu pourrais passer ta vie avec quelqu'un qui embrasse mal?
Je peux-tu prendre une autre question? Non, mais c'est parce que mon chum, il y a un underbite classe 3, comme on appelle dans le jargon.
Grosse mâchoire. Ce qu'on appelle le mâchoire d'un homme préhistorique.
Oui. On peut aussi l'appeler Bam Bam. Brennan hates my honesty. He hates it. C'est que ça fait que c'est difficile d'embrasser. But I am the way I am. I can't change it.
Brandon Prost n'embrasse pas bien.
C'est pas ça que j'ai dit. On s'est trouvé une technique. Faut que je me donne un angle puis que je me monte en haut de sa face. He wants to get back in the NHL, and image is extremely important. I have to be understanding.
Mal, veux-tu une autre question? Il joue-tu encore au hockey, Brandon?
Mais il est invité au camp de Toronto, là.
Oui, mais dans le moment, est-ce qu'il a été choisi?
Ben, pas encore.
Bon,
mais il travaille fort. Brennan has been invited on a professional tryout with the Leafs. The goal is to get a contract or you get cut. Right now, he's fighting for his career, so at this point, it's his only chance to play in the NHL.
Même avec lui, jouer au hockey, même si t'es pas dans la Ligue nationale,
ouais,
j'imagine qu'il va continuer à jouer dans une ligue de bière.
Ah, t'es chien. Brennan is trying to redeem himself. He's got all that determination inside of him, and I don't know, when he wants to accomplish something, nothing can stop him.
Bye-bye, tout le monde!
Bye. Even though, like, inside, he's struggling.
How was it, though, like, to be by yourself? I had a miscarriage.
Chris was not there, so I drove myself to the hospital. To me, it was sad, but I didn't want to bother Chris with anything.
I'm going for the Jennifer Lopez look.
I'm very excited about the surprise party for Mark. I really do follow his career. He works so hard and, 10 years in the NHL. I am so proud of him.
Mark's beauty routine will be taking a shower. That's it.
It's pretty easy to surprise him because he's pretty clueless most of the time. But I'm worried about what he's gonna wear because he thinks it's just a regular dinner.
Hey, look at you.
Hello.
Hey, you're looking good.
Thank you.
Oh my God, a t-shirt and shorts. I am so annoyed by him, but I'm just gonna let him go.
Like we're like the president getting out of the car.
Salut!
Très bien.
Oui, toi?
Très bien, merci.
I'm so anxious because I invited my whole family, some of his family, and all of our friends, and also people we've met along the way that had a role in his career.
Alors, mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs, s'il vous plaît,
Bien fait. Good job. Félicitations.
Martine et Marc-Édouard Blazic, s'il vous plaît!
I'm throwing Mark the surprise party because I just want him to take the time to realize what he's done.
Ce soir, on célèbre les 10 ans parce qu'il en reste encore beaucoup. Puis je voulais qu'on prenne le temps de souligner ce que tu as déjà fait parce qu'il en reste encore beaucoup. Des tournois, des championnats, des coupes Stanley et surtout une Coupe du Monde à gagner.
I don't think he realizes what he's accomplished, and I don't want him to wait till he's 40 and retired to be like, oh yeah, I had a pretty good career. I want him to really take the time and be proud of himself.
Puis, je suis fière de toi. Bravo, Dad.
See. Thanks, Grandma.
Well, thank you everybody for coming tonight. Ben, Louis-Philippe Dupuis est anglophone.
Mark is used to getting the attention when he's playing hockey. In everyday life, he'd rather not.
Merci beaucoup d'être là ce soir avec nous autres. Je savais vraiment pas que Martine avait organisé une aussi belle soirée. C'est vraiment... ça me touche au cœur. Merci.
I think he feels a little awkward, but it's important for me to show my appreciation because we're in it together.
Did you have fun?
I did.
Whenever you win the cup, we'll have another one.
Another one?
And then in 10 years, to celebrate another 10 years.
I have to last 10 more years in the NHL, though.
I think you will.
We know how lucky we are, but Mark needs a Stanley Cup. That's what's left.
You did a really good job hiding everything.
I know. I'm a good liar now. Careful.
And maybe 2 kids?
Well done. Thank you.
How is everything going? The new season is starting soon, and I'm getting ready, but I'm not ready at all. You have to come and see me over there.
Yeah, of course. You should go during the fall.
It's gonna be different. We're usually always together.
Vanessa was a really good friend in Pittsburgh. We became really close, but her partner, David, got traded to St. Louis. She's such a nice girl. It's always fun to spend time with her. My sister's pregnant, by the way. The one in the middle, she's expecting a baby girl.
Oh my God.
So you, a baby this year?
I'm not sure about another baby. Is Alex about to start school soon?
Yeah, he's ready to go, but I'm not ready. Yeah. Chris really wants a big family, so we'll see. Maybe this year it's gonna work, and maybe next year I'm gonna have a little baby.
Yeah, are you thinking about it? Yeah.
Yeah, but you know about, like, I had the miscarriage.
Yeah.
I had 2 miscarriages. The last one, I was 12 weeks. Chris was not there, so I drove myself to the hospital and I had everything happen. I was 3 months pregnant, and I think in the middle of May.
I didn't know it was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
How was it though, like, to be by yourself? And you were in Pittsburgh when it happened.
Yes, but I mean, it was like the playoffs, so
yeah,
like you always take on your, like, to me it was sad, but I didn't want to bother Chris with anything. I know, like, he wanted so much to win that cup, so I felt that was just a good way to not talk too much about it. Chris was in playoffs, so I really want him to be focused. I don't want to, like, bother him, and I kind of felt like, to me it was like a failure. How come I'm not able to have a healthy pregnancy? But you have no choice when it happens, to be honest. I always try to stay really calm, and especially for Chris, I don't want him to feel that I'm stressed, because I think it would make things worse. Next time it's gonna be good, so I'm positive about it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's gonna happen. Yeah.
So we'll see.
I'm sure we will.
Carter's been sleeping with that and one of your T-shirts.
It's so frustrating because I just want to be there with him, and we need that time together. For him to go back to the best on earth and where he played, it's probably an emotional thing. I get it.
Ass is right out when you bend over.
I know. But tonight it's about me, not you.
Carter, check your backpack. Make sure you've got everything that you need for tomorrow, please. Chloe.
Nighttime can be really chaotic because my kids, they don't want to go to bed.
Wait for the cookies. Chloe, do you want cookies?
It can be really tough to wrangle up 3 kids, and there's only one of me, and I'm tired.
Hey, it's bedtime, so we're not making a mess right now. I'm not. All right? I know. Guys, do you want to call Dad? We'll talk to Daddy. Chloe, come over here. You gotta talk to Daddy.
For Jamie, it's 2 a.m. I know he's really tired, but it doesn't matter because there's nothing that would stop him from getting on the phone with his kids.
Hey, Dad.
What's up, buddy? How you guys doing?
Good. How was your game?
The game was good. We lost in the shootout.
Dad, did you score?
No.
Did you get an assist?
No. It wasn't a very good night. We played good, but we lost one of our defensemen tonight.
Why?
He hurt himself.
Did you have to play defense then?
He said, I don't know how to play defense. I don't even know how to skate backwards. I only skate forwards, buddy.
For Austin and Carter, we have the conversations with them about, you know, Daddy's not away because he just wants to be away. This is his job. What you got in your hand?
Carter, what is this?
It's your medal.
It's my medal.
Carter's been sleeping with that and one of your t-shirts. He puts a spotlight on a picture of you every night before he goes to bed. Yeah, I don't ever want them to think Daddy just didn't want to be there. They know that Daddy's always with them.
Where's the bugaboo?
She's over here playing with Bentley as usual.
Bugaboo, how come you're not talking to me?
For Chloe, Jamie has been playing overseas for her entire life. Thank God we have so much technology, but it's just not the same as, you know, being able to wrap your arms around him. But there's always like a light at the end of the tunnel because for 6 weeks, we do get to then join him in Austria and be together as a family. We go every year. Can you contact the travel agent from the team and get our flight booked maybe tomorrow on your day off? Because I'm a little bit busy.
For sure, honey.
24th.
Did you look at our schedule though? Because we go on like some random like road trip that we never have.
Stop. That day?
I don't know about that day, but like around the end of October, so.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
You know I'm counting on you.
It's so frustrating because I just want to be there with him and I just want to spend every minute that we can with him.
Okay, you kiddos gotta get to bed.
Yeah, I've got to get them in bed. You say goodnight, guys.
Good night, Dad. Night, Dad.
Chloe, you say goodnight, Daddy.
Daddy.
Thanks, Bugaboo, I love you.
I love you. Bye. Now the trip has to be, you know, shortened by a week, and every day means so much to us. Shortening it by a week is like absolute torture. We need that time together. Come on, I've almost made it through the whole day. Let's go.
Doggies, you could get up now.
Okay.
So check in at 5.
Yep.
Then the Prime Minister is walking at 5:50, I think.
Global Citizen is a foundation supported by Bill Gates to eradicate poverty, diseases, the biggest problems in the world right now.
Were you surprised when they asked you to host?
First, I thought it was a joke. It's always surreal to be a part of these type of events. I get a phone call from this guy, Dominic, that works for Global Citizen. He said, like, yeah, we had to go through the Prime Minister to see if he was okay with you hosting. And I was like, wait, Justin Trudeau knows who I am? I was basically handpicked by Justin Trudeau. I think that makes us best friends. I'm really excited, actually. I haven't been invited for Christmas yet, but I'm still waiting on my invite. I feel like when we get to the blue carpet, that's when I'm gonna start freaking out. Should I have a drink before?
Maybe one.
Are you gonna have one with me?
Probably. I never say no.
I never say no to a drink.
When does Brendan get in? Is he here already?
Yeah, he got in last night.
Oh, nice.
Brendan getting picked up by Elise would be like a dream come true. It would almost be as great as when he signed for the Canadiens and my career kind of took off. It would be the exact same story, but this time in English, in a much bigger market. Yeah, he didn't really want to come. I kind of forced him. Because preseason is right around the corner and he's starting camp next week, so for him to come to Montreal, it was a little tricky.
Train.
Yeah, but he knew that it was important for him to be there. Hi, baby. I kind of had to beg him a little bit.
If I don't watch the red carpet, then we don't have to be there till like 7.
He doesn't want the media to ask him questions about the hockey season because he doesn't really know what's gonna happen and he doesn't want to be put in a situation where he would be uncomfortable. We have to all check in together.
Why?
Okay. But when he has important things, I'm always there. So get a grip. Do whatever you want.
I don't want to leave.
Okay, no, it's fine. He's such an idiot.
qu'on dit? Go, Abs, go, go, Leafs, go!
Je pense qu'on dit go Leafs.
Go, Leafs, go! Ouch!
Even though you ask not to ask questions about hockey, people, they're gonna try and go there.
Okay, these. Yeah, come on. Vas-y, oui. Puis dis au taxi de nous attendre, on va suivre.
Babe, we're gonna get there and sit and wait.
We're finally heading to the Bell Center, where I'm hosting an event for Global Citizen.
Do you want to go out in the rain or do you want to wait for the umbrella?
Put the umbrella up there.
All right.
Come on.
Brennan has agreed on coming, but he's not very happy about it.
What a show.
What a f***ing show.
I'm stressed enough with my speech. I don't need to deal with your attitude.
I'm sweating like a f***ing pig. Est-ce qu'on peut avoir de l'air climatisé en arrière, monsieur? Merci.
For him to go back to the Bell Center where he played, it's probably an emotional thing. I get it.
Ass is right out when you bend over.
I know.
But tonight it's about me, not you. Tomorrow morning, it's gonna be all about you again.
Hey, ça va? Good to see you.
Why stay here?
Huh? Not my choice. Hey, John, how are you? Good. How are you? I'm good. How are you?
Think in good shape?
Huh? Yeah, feeling good.
So where are you going? What are you doing?
Toronto, so camp starts
that's
Thursday.
true.
Yeah.
People love Brendan. People want the best for him.
Can't wait to see you beat the crap out of Nathan Beaulieu.
I'll have to run Pricer too.
He wants people to know that he's taking this chance with the Leafs very, very seriously. Now it's do or die.
C'est qui le gars avec toi?
Le gars avec moi, il s'appelle Brandon.
Hein?
Ouais.
Qu'est-ce qu'on dit? Go, Abs, go, go, Leafs, go!
Je pense qu'on dit go Leafs.
Go, Leafs, go! Ouch!
J'aurais pas de difficulté à dire go Leafs, go.
Even though you ask specifically not to ask questions about hockey, you know there's always one or two people that are gonna try and go there. We're in Montreal. We're in a hockey city.
Hi, guys. Okay, so first of all, welcome back to Montreal, right? How does it feel being back?
It's always good to be back. It's kind of a second home for me.
If you're getting married, how are those plans going?
That's funny, we had a conversation about that this morning.
Yeah.
It didn't go too well.
What do you mean?
Obviously, not knowing what's gonna happen with Brendan's career is putting stress on our relationship.
Well, just making decisions in our lives and our schedules, right?
Yeah.
You know,
We're always like, okay, let's do this. Like, let's start planning.
Right.
And then after like half hour, we're like, okay, whatever. We'll just do it next year.
Sounds good. Enjoy your night, guys.
Thank you so much.
I need him to understand that I'm not happy with how things are. I don't even want to think about getting married right now.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Next time on Hockey Wives.
I lifted the World Cup.
You did.
At first I was like, this is weird because it's not the Stanley Cup.
You will lift the Stanley Cup.
It's always hard on a relationship when like my career is doing this and his is like, I don't want to say this, but it's been a rough year.
I'm kind of nervous to see the house. Seriously? It's all broken. There's nothing done.
And our bed is broken. I need to keep this baby in as long as possible. I'm going to Russia in a month. The biggest thing that I worry about is I'm in Russia and my water breaks.
Brendan is the most stubborn person I've ever met my whole life. He's just using me as his punching bag.